Yeah, what's poppin'? It's your local homeboy, Crisis.
Girl, Stasia.
And I'm at the bro.
And this is the Culture Club. What it do, man? This pistachio is hard as hell to open, y'all.
Bro.
I'm gonna take this whole episode trying to crack it open.
That's why you gotta pick up the ones that are like slightly enough cracks so you don't have to do too much work for them. And then leave all those for the people who really try.
The hard mode,
yeah. Right.
We might have to smack this whole bag, Will.
Hey, not on the show. But
no, my lips get so salty afterwards. Like they get so chapped. They get so chapped because that's just they so salty. Like
what noise is it?
You know what's so funny is I used to do that on air whenever I talked about food, and it sounded like the funniest.
Funny, yo, that's hilarious.
They say what they doing over there.
So what's up with y'all, man? How's your week been so far? What's been going on with you guys?
It's been good.
Yeah.
The snow. I'm so glad the snow fell. Let me tell you, yes, because all the years before then. It like snow didn't come till like after Thanksgiving. So you usually can expect it, and then like you're waiting for it, it's in the air. I'm just glad that it's done, it's on the ground. We don't act surprised when it comes, and makes I guess like the outside a little bit brighter because there's no sun when it like hits October. So
that's
it's nice when it's a little bit brighter. But yeah, what about your guys' week?
OEA's passed. I didn't win. But it's okay.
That's corny.
It's alright.
Like I said.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright.
You don't need no award to tell you the best.
I don't like one. I don't really like one, but it's okay. OEA's passed. It was pretty decent. What else I do over the week? Nothing. Other than that, I didn't do too much. Thursday though, I do have karaoke night, so pull up on me, and I'm on Big Half Show every Thursday as well. So that's awesome. That's all I got, really. What you got, bro?
Me? I ain't fucking with this snow, period.
I feel you.
I'm sorry, no.
Hey, no, I don't mess with it much either. I'm just glad that it's done and over with.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's cool to look at, like, time being, but I ain't fucking with it. You gotta wake up extra early, whatever. Just been chilling the whole week, bro, I'm tucked in. Don't ask me to do shit. I will come out with y'all tonight, though, but other than that.
Yeah, man.
See ya.
You at work tonight, you said?
Yeah, I'm at Bird Baker's.
I pointed the elbow at you.
I know, that's very polite.
What you doing? What you doing later on?
All right, cool, bro. Okay, cool. Go. All right, man. Let's get started with this good ass show.
We got a lot to get to.
Yes, sir. What's our first topic?
I'm feeling real good today. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm no ordinary nigga.
Oh, so we're talking about, okay, what magazine is this? People Magazine?
Magazine.
People Magazine, as we know, every single year comes out with the Sexiest Man Alive cover.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of who it was a couple years ago, but I know for sure last year it was Idris Elba. And we talked about it here on the Culture Club. I think we all collectively agreed that it was a good choice. And so of course People's Magazine comes out with the Man of the Year for 2019. Is it 2019, 2020?
Yeah, 2019.
And to our surprise, my pleasant surprise, they chose John Legend.
Okay, so what you think about that?
I think it's a good choice.
You think John Legend's a good choice?
Yes, he's a family man. Some people he had like if you look on people, it was like on his or well, Blake is really giving me the look right now. I don't know what. Yes, because honestly, I don't know who else I would have chose. I think he deserves it. I think and of course Chrissy Teigen's playing all off of it. They had like this moving GIF of him on the cover where he's like looking up like this. It was a cute little look. So yeah, I think it's a good choice.
Do you think John Legend is the sexiest man alive?
I don't think he's the sexiest man alive.
Do you think he deserves to get some cheeks thrown?
Do you think you deserve the sandy cheeks? That's what you're saying.
I think just because you're the sexiest man alive doesn't mean that you can't be held down or have a family.
Yeah, what's the qualifications
because
of being
let me
the
tell
sexiest
you,
man
that's a good question, because does the sexiest man alive really have to do with the outer appearance as well? I'm sure it plays a part, but I'm sure attractiveness, as we all know, can be something within.
That makes sense.
It can be attractive to someone, how much money someone has, how much success someone has.
Yeah.
So I think all those in combination, I think he does deserve it.
You know what you just said just reminded me of? You just said that him being a family man, you don't think that takes away from him being sexy.
Right.
You remember Aisha Curry? She was just like, yeah, just because I'm a mom and a wife, that don't mean I can't be sexy. I feel like that kind of play Like right into that. I feel what you're
Absolutely.
saying.
I think their choice of first of all picking a black person for the cover yet again is a great, like, especially amongst everything that we have. So I honestly, if you don't agree with it, then let me hear what your choice would have been.
I want to see who else was up in the runnings before they was like, you know who we're gonna go with? John Legend. Like, I want to see who else they had. I honestly, I don't know. I just think John Legend is real boring. And I think, like, when I think John Legend, I think Steph Curry. Like, they are kind of the same person to me. Like, the only difference is
It's a good
Steph Curry play
comparison.
basketball, and John Legend sounds like Kermit the Frog. Oh, he sounds like the Michigan J Frog.
But wouldn't you agree that John Legend makes somewhat of, like, sexy, romantic music?
So
He
are
makes-
we taking
he makes-
qualities of sexy?
I wouldn't have sex to his
I
music.
think that's what
Yeah,
it
I
should be
wouldn't.
considered.
I wouldn't have sex to John Legend music. Like, John Legend music is like the wedding songs. Like, when I'm at the wedding, and
Yeah.
like my mom and dad and the grandparents and all that, that's a good. John Legend has a perfect playlist for that moment.
Right.
But, like, date night, I'm not listening to
I'm
John
trying to
Legend.
think, like, who else really would be on the cover?
John Legend.
I gotta see who I was already
Who
on the
was
cover.
like who was like winning
Will
this
Smith.
year?
But I'm sure he was on the cover.
I'm sure he's
Yeah.
been on it or something.
I
mean, he might be a little couple
what's
years
the
too
what's
late.
the soccer
but-
player? The one who never wears a shirt.
Not hit, bro.
Oh, are you talking about
Beckham?
Beckham?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beckham.
I'm gonna be surprised if he's kind of irrelevant. Well,
All right, so what makes John Legend so relevant? Let's be honest.
I know,
What the fuck has John Legend
that's
done?
what I
I'm
thought.
not-
Honestly, I think Chrissy Teigen makes him relevant.
What the fuck has John Legend done lately?
I think his wife
Chrissy
makes
Teigen
him
pretty
relevant.
poppin'.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call no another man sexy. Yeah, you know. But you know who's in it. Like I said, I want to know who's in the running.
They're
Well,
right.
I want to know what made him say John
Right.
Legend is the
'Cause
sexiest
John
man
Legend,
alive.
he looks like, you see this little yellow jacket in his fist. He reminds me of Arthur for real. that's my man's right there. What if they had the baby on the cover? You know, people been swooning over this.
So wait,
man.
so you saying the baby should be the sexiest man? The baby, like
Oh,
the baby?
that's
Or-
the baby.
Oh, the baby.
I feel like he's been having
this
traction.
is
No,
on the
well,
side.
that's
Hella
only
tragic
like in
college,
hip hop culture.
yeah.
That's
That's-
not.
that is
in
a small
People
box.
Magazine is
Yeah.
overall.
Over the world.
Hey,
overall.
no, the baby looked like that emoji. That'd be like the emoji
And
that
I
he
don't-
found like.
and
he like that emoji, yo.
Nah,
and
you
he
right,
like
you
his
right.
mouth
That's-
hurt when he can't close his mouth because it hurts if he do.
Nah, you
So-
like, you like.
I think what if People Magazine was trying to make a statement with this, saying like a family man or a person has a family, like, can be the
the new
sexiest
sexy.
man alive. Like, you don't have to be single and like incredibly attractive to win over sexiest man alive cover.
I like your angle.
Well, it ain't hard to be. All right, so
I like
I'm definitely going. I'm shooting for the stars. Then I'm gonna
Come
be
on,
the
bro.
next sexiest
Look,
man
I was
because
about to say,
I'm
let me
boring
shoot
too.
at somebody close
I'm
real
boring
quick,
too.
and then, you
I'm
know,
boring too. I can do this
Listen,
shit. You know what I'm
come
saying?
on.
Keep myself groomed up, looking good, and be an ordinary person. You
I
know?
got you. Hey, well, shout out to you, bro. You deserve it, man.
Do we?
You,
What? When do you tell someone they deserve to be the sexiest man alive?
I just feel like if he
got some
got it, he
comments too.
deserved
Yeah.
it, right? Okay, let's peep the
Sure.
comments. Let's peep the comments.
Sure, if he got it, he deserved it.
I wanna
that's
know,
what
too.
That
Put in the-
says Donald Trump.
Put in
okay?
the comments too who you think should have won sexiest man alive this year. I want to
What
know
up, little
too.
bro? Shout out to my little brother Nigel.
You,
Willie B said John Legend Tonight is a bedroom track.
I would never have sex to that
Tonight.
song. Baby, tonight.
Oh, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hated that. I hated that damn song.
Baby, tonight.
I
No,
think it grew on.
Yeah.
I'm not having sex to that song.
And then, yeah, Blake Shelton was a family man and a fan. That was a terrible. Blake Shelton. Is he a country singer?
I
don't
think
know.
so, yeah.
I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but I don't know who this man is.
I knew
What
you
song
were
that-
going to.
Hold on, Blake
Didn't
Shelton.
recognize
Blake
him
Shelton
on
on
the
the floor.
street.
Ain't Blake Shelton on the floor? The dude who he won the Voice. He's on the Voice, right? Blake
Oh,
Shelton, right?
is that who it is? Who
Yeah.
dates Gwen Stefani?
I believe so. If I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Gwen Stefani
Yeah,
still
you're
got
right.
it too.
Yeah, she do.
Woo! Come on, Gwen.
But if I'm correct, if I am right, he's on The Voice. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, okay.
He's
Yeah.
been on the cover? Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I get the angle. Wait, John Legend is on The Voice.
Hey, he is on.
Whoever writing these kids for the People magazine, they work at The Voice, and they got inside scoop. Y'all got me. Y'all ain't
This
got
could
me
be a
fooled.
good
They
conspiracy
might
theory.
just be hitting somebody at the Voice at the time, bro.
Hey yo, man,
We ain't dropping no bag, but we dropping the bag.
Hey, bro, if you come sign on to The Voice, we gonna give you the most sexiest man alive. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be sexy, right? People who work on The Voice, they sexy. So come on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't fool nobody. Fuck out of here.
All right, shit. What we got for the oh, yes, he's heard it. Yes, he's Jay.
Boo!
Get the
Boo!
Frank.
Boo!
Everybody at the festival probably looked just like me.
Boo!
That's what I said. I said you going to vlog night?
She definitely did.
Boo!
All right, so you already know what the hell is going on. My man is Drake. Tyler is a fan of Drake, and apparently Frank Ocean didn't show up, so he wanted them to fill the slot. Think that it would be a good play.
Well, you gotta set it up. You gotta set up where the place is first of all.
Yeah, set it up. Set it up.
Yeah, you gotta
Shout
have
out to Smooth. He's not here currently.
I know he would have been
supposed
firsthand to know.
He's seen this happen. He was literally there. I wish he was here so he could tell us exactly what happened. Oh man, that'd have been awesome.
So from what I understand, this is the second year of this show, which is put on by Tyler, the
Creator.
Creator.
Is this second annual?
I think this is I'm not sure.
I know it's not the first, because I'll tell you what happened on the first one, and I'll kind of add on to this. So this is a show and a lineup put on by Tyler, the Creator. And a lot of people actually ended up going all the way to California to see this concert. So, of course, there's always a headliner. And Tyler, the Creator, of course, towards the end of the night says, is it okay, if I bring some friends out? You guys cool with that? So, by order, some of the people that he brought out. And this is the part that I feel like not too many people should have been surprised. Once again, when you think of Tyler, the Creator, and his genre of music, what do you think of? You think of the internet. You think of... there's some a little bit, some maybe more, a little bit more underground. So of course, Frank Ocean is in the mix, I'm sure. So he asked, can I bring out a couple of friends? So the first person he brings out is actually ASAP.
Fire.
Okay, ASAP does 2 or 3 songs.
Fire.
Next person he brings out is Uzi.
Fire.
Uzi brings performs 2 or 3 songs out. And then what seems to be the headliner, or what people believe is going to be the headliner, is the next performance. And out comes Drake. And from what I read, people were cool with it at first and everything, but there actually the next night was a lot of footage of people in the crowd booing Drake.
Yeah.
And pretty much Drake just goes if you guys aren't really for it, then...
I'll slide.
He said, peace, my name is Drake, and walks out. So a lot of celebrities took to Twitter about this, and of course Tyler, the Creator, took to Twitter as well, because let's be honest, Tyler, the Creator, probably was like, Drake, can you do a favor for me? Can you play at my concert? Whether it's paid or... I'm sure it was paid in some way, but still, that's a relationship, because Drake somewhat is a high-class artist, especially to get on any kind of lineup. You're not gonna see him on too many things. So this was essentially a favor from a friend to a friend.
Right.
So for him to actually come to this concert and not be shown any respect is an embarrassment on Tyler, Creator.
Absolutely.
And also an embarrassment on overall how his show is perceived.
Absolutely.
Because now everyone went straight to Twitter, took to making memes of what everyone looked like that was in the crowd there. But from what I read, just to give some background on this, because a lot of people, they see that Drake came out on stage and he was booed. Everyone thought it was his first song, his second song. Turns out, how I said ASAP and Uzi, they played 2 or 3 songs. So the crowd is being, trained to okay, 2 or 3 songs, 2 or 3 songs. Drake comes out, 2 or 3 songs. They expect the next person to come on stage already. Drake starts going, they only told me to, do 2 or 3 songs, but you mind if I hang around for a little bit? And people are like, I guess. And so he gets to about the 5th song, and I think people are now starting to realize that, okay, he's not just a guest, he's the headliner.
He's the one
and at this point, when he asks yet again, y'all still rocking with me? I'm gonna still stay out here. Is that cool with you guys? People are really starting to go okay.
Where the fuck is Frank Ocean?
Where?
Somebody you heard in the crowd. Who the fuck are you? I'm like, bro, did you just ask?
Well, someone also told me that from what I read was that he wasn't playing the most popular of his hits. But then again, you would think maybe from Drake's aspect, maybe he wouldn't at this type of show.
He didn't probably know the crowd.
Now, and here's something else that someone had mentioned was that they said the people from that were performing before him were just giving a completely different stage presence. Someone someone said that they had a whole plane on the stage for someone's performance. And let's compare it to last year's performance as well. Who was the headliner last year? Do you guys remember? It was Kids See Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
Okay.
Kid Cudi and Kanye West pretty much dancing in this
the
giant
sky. Right,
glass cube.
right.
And Drake comes out with some smoke. And that's it.
I got you.
Because he's Drake.
Well, you know what? Like, the fact on touching that, you said he didn't perform his biggest songs. Like, he did perform, what is that? Feel No Ways or whatever. But Tyler personally
Requested him to perform.
Oh, yeah, I'm
He
sure.
was like, let me get that. But that's hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I
So,
honestly,
so what do you guys, how do you guys feel about this whole situation? Do you feel like he really was treated wrong? Do you feel like he was just not in the right place? Do you feel like...
I think it was just a situation. I think if Frank Ocean would have came out earlier that night, everybody would have been blowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been lit. I think honestly, if it was anybody in Drake's section,
Can
it could have been Jay-Z.
you imagine Frank Ocean just sitting at home reading all of this?
Yeah, he like, I mean, you ain't called me, Tyler. No, but I think honestly, it could have been anybody. I think anybody could have been in that position. I think Madonna could have came out and they would have booed her. Like at that point, like
yeah.
I think they just was so gun ho about seeing Frank Ocean, right. and they like, you wasn't Frank Ocean, so it was what it was. I believe if any of those people who booed him, I think they would definitely go to a Drake concert if it was offered. We got some comments.
Will said, do you think Tyler's a little disconnected from his fan base?
No, I don't think he's disconnected at all. I think
he creates his fan base, so whatever really he does, people would follow. And I think that Tyler, the creator, he was, like he said, he was bringing out people that represented his taste of music and what he enjoyed. And Drake was just under that. But the crowd, and he was thinking more about, maybe he wasn't thinking too much of what the crowd wanted to experience. But let's be honest, a lot of people would like to see and hear Drake. So, we got Lawrence up in the comments.
Our boy is Smooth in the comments. He said, I feel like you can't assume that there's a special guest.
You can't. You gotta just take it for what it is, I think. Like, you can't demand. How can you demand?
But wasn't he constantly bringing out special guests?
Yeah, but you can't. But like Smooth was saying, it's basically like you can't assume that it's gonna be Frank Ocean. Like, bro, I never told y'all.
That never dropped. That name was never dropped.
Yeah, like if I would have said,
someone probably started something, and then how things spread like wildfire.
But probably everybody probably thought it would be Frank Ocean. They used to be under. He was Our Future. They was all they used to work together, and then you seen Sid the Kid come out. So you instantly probably gonna think, oh, Frank gonna be here for sure. Like he just dropped the song. It makes sense for him to perform it, right? Like you don't know. Smooth, man. Shout out to you, bro. We wish you was here so you can give us some insight about it, bro.
Right.
Damn, Smooth.
I just feel like, man, my whole take on it is like I really agree with what Smooth just said, but at the same time, I feel like these was a bunch of, because usually who goes to festivals? Entitled ass. Entitled white kids usually they got.
Well, I'm not entitled nor white.
No, I'm talking about the Coachellas though.
Oh, I would go to a Coachella.
I would too. But do I got the bread? I'm talking about the main face of it though.
Okay.
The majority of the crowd you might see like people with money.
Entitlement.
Well, I don't know if Smooth is still here, but I want to hear what was the crowd like? What are the people there like? I feel like he would know firsthand. I mean, would you consider Smooth the type? I mean, he was the type of person to go.
I'm not saying like that's I'm just saying the majority.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's the only people that's gonna be there, but like people I was seeing in the crowd. So I'm like, these are kids that's primarily probably Tyler's fan base, but Tyler used to be, moshing. Used to be Our Future with game, fuck them all, like, and I feel like maybe that just wasn't their speed.
Yeah.
But I feel like what you said, like it could have been Barack Obama.
It could have been anybody at that point. It could have been anybody on
that stage. Bro, where the fuck?
You ain't even the president no more. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it could have been anybody at that point. I just think that it was. Everyone wanted to see Frank Ocean.
Well, if you guys are here in the comments, we want to know if you were here at the show and Drake would have showed up for headlining, would you have been upset or would you have been excited? But speaking about letdown performances,
I got a dope ass a PR move for every concert. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
So, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to throw this out there real quick. So, this is what I think artists should do. I think all artists, like for festivals and stuff, I think that they should come up with a way on the website. So let's say, for instance, like Camp Flogna is if they're like, hey, it's coming October or whatever date, blah blah blah. Here's a list of all the artists Here's all their track lists. You pick what songs you want them to perform. And then they do a tally at the end.
No. That's not what you want to be an artist where all the crowd picks what you want to play.
Why not though? Because that's who you going for. You going to perform for the artist. Like my last thing I hate going to see shows and niggas performing songs I don't like. I don't want to see Erykah Badu sing track beat songs. I want her to sing the songs that I like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why I'm going to see you perform is I want to hear the songs that I love you for. Like, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear no interludes.
But don't you think that's just self-explanatory? That the artist would play what everyone wants to hear. But
they don't know. Just like Gucci Mane come to Cleveland all the time and he don't.
Numbers show what they, like, everyone likes.
That's not true, because they don't put out songs.
Drake knows what what songs everyone's going to know the words to.
No, that's not true, though, because he performed the song for Tyler, the Creator. He didn't know that the crowd might have loved that song. The only reason he performed it was because Tyler, the Creator requested it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a normal song that he performed, but Tyler, the Creator could be the norm of the people who wants to hear this song. There's a lot of track beat songs that artists don't perform, but we love. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at, like, Prince.
Because I'm the opposite. If I went to a SZA concert and everyone wants to hear Love Galore and I'm only going to hear the top 5 songs she's put out and the past, last album, no, I want to hear the stuff that she put out 5 years ago.
Right, but
the original stuff.
But imagine if she only performed the track beat songs. Though.
But that's what I'm saying is I might not be the majority though. That's what I'm saying. It's that's why you have to have a good mix of everything, and that's why it should truly be up to the artist to choose what they perform, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are performing, and if they're gonna perform a song that they've been performing, because what if you put that PR list for everywhere? Everyone's gonna want to probably hear the same stuff over and over. The artist is gonna get sick of performing it. Whoa. Speaking of an artist performing, though, let's move on to Summer Walker.
Oh yeah.
So now I saw Summer Walker actually performing a year ago, and she had been part of the lineup for Black, who was headlining it, and that was one of the first times I ever even heard of Summer Walker.
Hey, real quick, can I say something? When you said Black, I almost didn't even know, because I always read his name
Six Black. I know. I'm trying to do him justice. I'm trying to do him justice. That's why because I know he gets annoyed of people calling him that. God, so man. I know. So that was the first time I ever seen Summer Walker, and she had an amazing performance. They brought a rug out for her. She was barefoot. I think she almost even had a guitar or something. She had such a sweet Jhené Aiko vibe, and then a year later she's blown up because Drake, speaking of which, hopped on her song and everything like that, and that just really propelled her album. But let's be honest, not everyone is an extrovert. A lot of people think that these artists are the ones to talk to everyone, to be best friends with everyone, and I think Summer Walker is a great example of a true introvert, and how those type of characteristics in people exist, even within artists.
I got a good question for you. So, do you think, because in our day and age and generation, it's almost like that people are blowing up overnight, almost seemingly.
It can. 100%.
So, do you think with that overnight success,
yes,
people, with that coming, that people are less prepared for the immediate stardom that comes with that?
Yes, she absolutely was. And she even said that. She said it from the beginning. She said, I remember in some interview that she had told that she knew from the get-go, this was not going to be for her. Right. She could already tell and feel the momentum. And I give her even more props for being the type of person to understand who she is and understand what she can handle or not handle. So a lot of the times, for people who don't know Summer Walker, I've seen a lot of her interviews. I've seen she did one with Ari Lennox that was really cool, and I remember on Twitter seeing a video of her doing a Tiny Desk performance.
She ain't talked to the crowd one time,
and she's just kind of sitting here just almost in the same position, almost in the somewhat of the same tone, singing the entire time. People commented she looked miserable being there. She looked like she just did not want to be there.
Right. Well, you said that Tiny Desk?
Yeah.
She was at NPR.
The employees only be there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, dang.
Yep. Yeah.
Even in that small of an environment.
But she was just looked like she was having the most miserable time of her life.
Right.
And then so I've already, and someone had made a comment on how, that's just the type of person she is, an introvert.
I don't respect that.
But let's rewind to a week ago, which actually really brought up this whole controversy. Was a fan put out on Instagram and Twitter about how she was so upset she made it to one of the concerts of Summer Walker, paid extra money to get backstage passes for her to pretty much not be able to touch. She said the security guard specifically said you're not allowed to touch her, you're not pretty much like allowed to hug her or anything, and she said like one or two words, acted like she wasn't even present in that room. And for this fan who paid money, who supports her music, just felt like, you know, just so how do you like disappointed. That's the
she lost
disappointed.
A fan. She definitely lost a fan.
And of course, this post blew up on Twitter. It was circulated.
Yep.
I saw it. I'm sure we saw it.
Yeah, I definitely seen
and
that.
this has kind of come back around to her address this issue. And now she has canceled most of her tour. Yeah. And she said, and she actually even quoted about a month ago that she was actually quitting music. And I feel very unfortunate. I feel I'm on both sides of this. I'm on more of the side of protect your peace, protect your mentality. Absolutely. And she specifically said the reason like she doesn't hug people or stuff like that is it's a transfer of energy, which it really is. Right. It's 100%. It's even funny, like when I went to Russia, it was crazy. Like my mom always had this habit of like whenever she at the checkout was like puts the money on the table, all coins and everything. And me as like my first job as a cashier, I was like, that's so rude. Like you can't do that. And she's like, when we went to Russia, every cashier has like a specific like bowl that's bent like this for you to put money on. So the cashier takes it because it's actually in their culture inappropriate to hand someone money. It's disrespectful because they consider it a superstition of a transfer of energy. So you have to like put the money down. So I completely understand when I hug people, I truly feel like it's it's an exchange of energy. So it's like when she talks about like protecting her energy, I completely understand it. And it might be from her point, you might think like, well, if she knows she's this introvert person, why sell backstage passes? Why do that? But here's the thing is, I'm sure it's a lot on the record label. I'm sure the record label is the one that's catching all this cash for them to do backstage passes anyway. We got to comment
exactly on that. Will said this is what happened when there's poor communication between the artist and the
management. Exactly. And I think, and I think that's exactly where it comes into. And, you know, whether, because not all artists have backstage, you know, options. And I feel like that's just for her to keep her sanity and for her to be able to be who she is and continue to be an artist, and that's what she should have done. And now people have to kind of reap what happened and unfortunately not go to her concerts.
My nigga, buck the fuck up.
Smooth says, listen, Summer Walker got a fake booty. It's cute though.
Yeah, she do.
I'm gonna keep it real.
She got fake booty and fake boobies.
I'm not hearing none of that shit. And this is why I'll say this. Like, I understand that introvert shit. I understand all that. But it's ways around it. It's always ways around it. Yeah, you don't want to touch nobody, but that shouldn't stop you from being an asshole to people. Like you just said, that woman paid money. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know all what it was, what it entailed, but what I do know is that lady probably spent money. You know what I'm saying? And she probably don't probably have her. She probably spent her last on that.
When you say it like that, I think of like one of the most artists that I look up to is like Jhené Aiko. If I met her in person and she acted like that, I would honestly stop. Every time I would hear her song, I would feel a certain way.
Exactly.
You know?
And my whole thing is this too, like, right? Like, yo, like, you don't. Okay, so you act that way toward her, but you don't know this woman's backstory. She could be going through the same exact shit that you're going through, and you could be, and probably a couple of your songs.
She said her music helps her.
Yeah, I say, well, you don't know what could have happened before she heard some of your music. She probably wanted to take herself out the game. You never know. You never know where these people coming from, and by you just being, you don't have to, like you said, it is such thing as transferring energies. But you don't have to touch this person. But you don't have to be an asshole. Right. You can speak to this person, understand this person is never going to see you probably again in the rest of her life, and this moment means everything to her, and you fuck that up. Like that's. And then
she
like
said she didn't even get anything signed.
And
she wouldn't even sign anything.
And that's fine. I'm not like that's fine. But express that to your fans. Express that. Hey, thank you so much for coming through. Look, I'm not in a space right now where I feel comfortable touching. I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? But just understand that I do love your support. I do love you for coming through. I appreciate you for being back here. Just bond with your friend. Bond with a one-on-one. I got big homies in the industry. I would never ask like. I done dealt with people. I done seen people come down here, and I gained a respect for them, and it was just because I could tell they were genuine. Even if I didn't ask for a picture or anything of that nature, just being genuine. Appreciate the fact that someone does care about you.
Yeah, I feel like she is being genuine though. I think that is her genuine self.
But
I know plenty of people like that, and I would never want them to be artists either. Like I know people like that in real life, and it just so happened that.
But that's the thing though. If you in this industry, that's what comes with it.
Exactly.
This is what comes with it.
And this is the point.
I want to go back to the comment.
Not everyone can be an artist.
Because like you saying, this poor communication between the artist management and her, I think that's fire because like basically like y'all should have found out every fucking thing about your artist.
Bro, they don't give a fuck about that shit. We want our money back. You know how much money we invested in you? And if they saying you can make $300 on backstage passes and we sell 40 of these bitches, that's money back in our pockets. We need that money back. Yeah. So fuck what you going through. You need to make this money back. No disrespect, but we've invested money into you, so we need it back.
Who is she signed to? I wonder. Do we know?
I don't know. I know Southside and her do a lot of work together though. So I'm not sure. We need to look that up. But I will say, like,
nobody now.
It is right. It is, but like it is. It's gonna be times where you're gonna do, and that's in life, bro. Like we work.
Well, because now she even canceled the tour.
It's crazy.
So, which obviously is at a point where she is communicating with her management. But how do you take it as a record label too with an artist like that?
Marisha, she got you from them tickets, cuz.
Damn. Somebody got some tickets to see Summer Walker?
I just want to know when my that's what I'm.
Damn, I'm sorry, yo. Yeah. I'm sorry you got tickets, man.
I'm happy. My little sister wanted me to take her to this concert. Her concert at the end of the month. I'm happy as fuck I ain't buy the tickets.
When she coming to Cleveland?
She was supposed to come to Cleveland, I think November 23rd.
Well, I'm glad I got to see her before all of that.
Tracy, I think we're not allowing her to have boundaries because she's not established enough as an artist. Nobody would bat an eye if a bigger artist said they don't want to be touched.
No, it's not the fact of not being touched. It's the fact of just show. It's just about
energy,
how you. Yeah. It's about how you communicate. Mm-hmm. Like okay, if you don't want to be touched, say you don't want to be touched, but you don't have to be an asshole all around. Like the woman said, like basically like she's acting like she didn't want to be there. She was acting like she didn't want to talk to her. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get boundaries 100%. If you don't want, we got comments on YouTube. Okay. So like if you like, it's cool if you don't want to be touched. By all means, I respect that 100%. I don't like to be touched. Respect, but I'm still gonna show you appreciation. Thank you so much for coming through. As in, what's 5 minutes of your day, or what? I understand you probably might be going through shit, but as an artist, you signed up for this lifestyle. This is what comes with it. You're not about to get all the glitz and glamour of you making good music and then not receive fan base. For that sake, take your ass back to work at McDonald's.
Because from that point, because I did read the lady's post. She said it was like 5 seconds that she got with it. And from that point on, my question to me is like, to her is like, if you are an artist, like, what's your purpose? Do you like make music out of this?
What are you doing it for?
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing it for?
And I think she is just one of those people that just has a great voice. She likes to sing and make music, but I don't think this artist life is for her. Especially if she's going to continue that way, because I think I know very, very, I honestly can't think off the top of my head of artists that have really made it far that are like that.
I don't know. Like, well, do you think that she was angry or do y'all think that she has resentment that she blew up?
I don't know. That's a good question.
She definitely does. Oh yeah, she said she's had resentment. That's why she wants to stop making music.
Why let Drake get on the remix?
And that's what it all started from.
At the time, she wasn't lit.
Okay.
She wasn't that lit. She was probably in a space where she wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just went over. Like, yo, look, man, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, if you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out the studio.
It's just crazy to, like I said, when I saw her at that concert before she had blown up, like she still had that Girls Need Love Too, and a lot of the girls like in that arena or in that House of Blues like knew that song, but it was still like if she would have continued on that wave, maybe dropped like an album, like it would have never been to this big of a point. And I think it is a
tour. I'm so fucking confused, yo.
Like I said, whatever label is profiting off of her, I'm telling you.
Comment. We got a comment. Put it up on the screen one time real quick. What's it from? I can't see that shit for nothing. That shit says,
oh yeah, about the ticket. She just want to know when is she getting a refund back. Yeah, Mo B. I see you said you spent 80 on that joint.
That's crazy.
That's a little sick to me.
Tracy Pickett says,
we touched on that.
I think we're not allowing her to, have boundaries because she's established enough, right?
Yeah. We touched on that already. But yeah, like I said with that, like, man, it's cool to have boundaries, and it's just about your communication. And I think you need to put that. I think you just need to tell people that. And maybe she did. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she said it like, hey, I don't know, man.
I think at the end of the day, it's easier said than done.
Facts.
I don't know what she's going through.
Facts.
I don't know her. I don't know this type of life that it's like being on tour and meeting hundreds and hundreds of people. I know I've worked in a type of industry where I have to constantly, like, I had to meet people and even in bartending, like, it can be very exhausting.
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm sure, definitely.
So I feel for her, and I just I hope that she'll just take some time off, because I think this album will definitely last throughout the rest of the year. I know a lot of people that are still listening to it.
If she stopped singing today, she will be Lauryn Hill.
I was literally thinking about her, but yeah, not that big.
She will definitely be.
Hopefully she shows up for her concerts.
She will definitely be Lauryn Hill.
Hill's way up
She
there.
will definitely be for this day and age. These girls is just the same, bro. Well, okay.
Nah, Lauryn Hill actually set records.
If she stopped making music today, girls will just how they doing Frank Ocean. They gonna treat Summer Walker the same.
Hey,
Nah.
If she stopped making music today, the same way Frank Ocean is moving, it's kind of the same way.
She hasn't been in the game
comment
long
here.
enough for people to respect her like that.
Alan said, did you already say something about the time period of being groomed as an artist versus booming instantly from making songs in a bedroom?
Nope.
Yeah, no. I mean, we had mentioned it. Yeah, what is it like? You know, like you had mentioned it. Yeah, just like nowadays, people and artists can blow up so quickly, and it really can be a lot.
Ain't no time to groom.
Like you were asking, like why is she on tour and everything like that? It's probably because she, got signed or signed up with someone or the manager, and the manager's like, okay, here's what we gotta do. Boom, boom, boom. You drop the album, tour.
Mm-hmm.
No lie. I mean, I'm sure it's uncomfortable. Like I'm gonna say that. I'm sure it's uncomfortable as hell blowing up that quick. But yeah, they should have. I agree with that. I think they probably should have groomed her more than that, more for this. Cause look, bro, people blow up off of anything today. You got Instagram celebrities blowing off of. That little dude, I'ma fuck with you, might just blow up off of that. Like, people really get a bag for anything nowadays. That shouldn't even get that much recognition.
But it's hard to groom an artist when they blow up so fast.
Okay.
It is.
It's terribly hard to do that.
It's also hard to do that because, you feel like people love that artist because of the reason that they blew up and because who they are. So you're trying to, like, keep the integrity of who that person is.
Absolutely. And by the time you grooming this artist, the world had already moved on past her.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard. So you gotta like kind of snap when it's hot. As soon as you hot, we gotta make some moves. So it sucks, man. I get it. I get it 100%. I just say don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel like you can do this shit, bow out gracefully. There's nothing wrong. We understand. We get it. Respect.
Facts.
So don't ruin your fandom.
Facts.
Well,
Let's get on with the next topic. What we got? Oh yes.
Designer.
Open up with that.
Designer saying he wants to be released from it. Well, say he was released for his contract. He asked. They didn't drop him.
They didn't drop.
So now he is an independent artist with LOD, Life of Designer Records, or whatever you want to call it. Let's jump straight into it. Did y'all see this coming?
So I didn't even know that he was unhappy, but apparently he's been voicing his unhappiness for a while.
He has, yeah.
Just basically saying that they haven't been if he's dropping projects, they're doing terrible with promotion. He went on the call.
Well, he dropped an album, I think it was a year ago, and no one knew about it.
It was 7 songs. It was 7 songs.
I didn't even know.
He was the test dummy for the 7 songs of good music.
Wow.
That's the crazy part. He dropped 7. LOD, the album LOD, it had 7 songs on it. It had Zombie Walk on it. It had a few joints on there. I listened to it. I actually like Designer.
I like Designer as a person. I just think because I did listen to that album, there was nothing that stood out to me. Like I loved his Breakfast Club interview that he did recently because he really broke down like the actual phonetics and the sounds of words and how people can catch on to them. Like this guy is actually kind of smart. Like and he's so funny. Like he smiles nonstop. Like I love this guy as an artist, but I really can't blame the label or anything for like not pushing it or anything like that, because he was on. That's the reason I remember him on Breakfast Club, because he was promoting that album. But like, to be honest, like if he was under a different label, I don't think it would be much different.
Can we just come to grips and just say good music isn't a good record label?
Exactly. I'm not gonna deal with no lazy shit, and just because you got the music machine Kanye West behind you, if you being lazy about some shit, I'm not rocking with that.
Maybe he just doesn't understand as an executive how to run a company. He's a good artist, but he probably just isn't a great executive.
You say Kanye?
Yeah.
I don't think he really has that much of a hand in it, like it seems.
This is probably true, or it's probably not true, and it's probably the reason why it's fucked up. Like, we don't know. But we can we sit and honestly say, hey, look, like, good music probably isn't the label that people should go to. They have a lot of talent.
I'm just surprised him of all people was on it. Like,
Designer?
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not surprised about that
Panda
is
was amazing.
Panda, yeah. Kanye put Panda on Life of Pablo. Like, off of that, he threw that on there. That was Designer's song.
That was like his third song on the album. Yeah, it was like the third song he had on the album. And I was like, that as soon as that shit just was so perfect how it came in.
Fire, bro.
I just think that, and that was a good rollout for Designer. I just think that he didn't have enough behind
He
it.
thought that nigga was Future at that time, bro.
Man,
I swore. I just knew. Like, damn, this Future hard as hell right now.
But it was straight Designer.
Straight Designer, bro.
And I just think that, like, okay, so let's open up this discussion, right? Do you think that other artists in good music is going to follow pursuit in trying to get out of their contracts? Like Tiana Taylor. You know, she has been very unhappy. I feel like
Tiana Taylor would be the next one, because I feel like she's already been struggling with Kanye for so long, who like didn't really let her release her last album for like the longest time, and the album didn't do good at all. And honestly, the production on it was okay. There was only, I think, like one song, which is like the one that she got, "Oh, you're gonna love me."
That song is fire.
You know?
Rose in Harlem too. Rose in Harlem
is good too. Yeah.
That's the only two songs I like though. That's crazy.
But other than that, she's such a better artist than what I felt like that album had portrayed, and I felt so bad because y'all was blasting me last year when I said I like Tiana Taylor.
I didn't. I like Tiana Taylor.
I feel like it was you.
I didn't blast you for Tiana Taylor. I like Tiana Taylor. I've been claiming.
Oh, maybe we just said could she sing?
Oh.
There you go. There it is.
But
there it is.
She? All right, I was like, but can she? Okay, you're right. You probably did. That's probably
there you
that's
go.
Probably conversation.
There it is.
That's probably conversation. I get that. Because I definitely would have been like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, like it's another artist. I don't know if y'all hip to Valet, but Valet is trying to get music, right?
Yeah.
We haven't heard nothing. We haven't heard nothing from
Valet.
Oh, exactly.
I'm sick,
exactly. Yo, you know what's so crazy?
Sorry to this man.
This is a little sidebar. At South by Southwest, it was a show with Valet, St. John, Chance the Rapper's brother. He was so bad.
Chance the Rapper's brother.
Yeah.
Taylor something.
Taylor Bennett. Taylor Bennett.
Bennett?
Yeah.
That's Chance the Rapper's brother?
Yeah, they look just alike.
Why does that sound so familiar?
They look just alike. Because he's gay.
He's bisexual.
All right, whatever.
I mean, I don't think that's the reason that his name sounds familiar, but okay.
I didn't come out wrong, but he came out and it was like a big deal. Like when he said he came out and everybody was like talking shit about it. But on the same show, Designer was supposed to perform too. And I was watching the show and I'm just like, Valet got good music, but like I don't think he's gonna survive. Like I don't think that he's gonna survive. And like since I haven't heard nothing from Valet at all. At all. Like St. John is like flourishing since that South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Like since I've seen him there, he's been killing shit. Me personally, I think. But Valet, I haven't heard no noise, and now it just leads me to thinking like, yo, who from good music actually be putting them numbers other than Big Sean and Pusha T?
Yeah, this is a good question,
bro. You know,
and even Big Sean wasn't happy.
Shout out to Tiana Taylor, and if y'all ain't hear Davies album, she had a little feature.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fire.
Really? Stop with all that trolling now.
That shit hard.
Oh my god.
That shit hard.
Man, but yeah, I think she probably gonna follow suit. But like, my question is, what the fuck is even a good thing about being on good music? Because I feel like in this culture right now, like
Not
what are
so
you doing for me right now? Like I think that we need to be. With our attention span anyways, y'all need to be releasing projects more like quicker. Like,
y'all got too many artists to not be putting out music.
I'm just curious too, you know, like Kanye was broke and whatnot. I wonder how much money good music has.
Oh, he went broke?
Yeah, he was broke for a minute. He said he was like $3 million in a hole or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I know he's up now though, because he was like
man.
he was leading the chart though. He was leading the charts this year, like in like sales, overall sales. Like, so he's doing pretty good now. But I just don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because I don't really care to hear none of the music coming out of good music anymore. Like, I'm not pumped to hear a Common album. I'm not pumped to hear.
Oh, I would be.
I'm not. He just dropped some shit, I think. And he was just
really?
It was just in Cleveland.
I'll give it a listen. I'm not even pumped to hear a Pusha T album, but I will give it a listen.
I'll listen to Push. That's the only artist, and that's sad, 'cause that's like really him and Big Sean, the only two artists I really fuck with out of good music. From when it first came out, I was like, good music is kicking ass right now. Like, so if Tiana Taylor was to up and jump out of her contract, where should she go? What would be best for her? Shit. What would
I don't know. I don't even think about it like what would be the best. I'm thinking who would take her because her numbers aren't good, unfortunately.
But she got.
So I would honestly, I think Atlantic would take care of her, but Atlantic wouldn't take her.
I think any label would take Tiana Taylor right now. She got the buzz outside. She bring money. She gonna bring money in. Tiana Taylor will bring money in for sure. She's like she reminds me of, this shit sound crazy, but she reminds me of Nick Young. Like, yeah, Nick Young ain't in the league hooping no more, but he can guarantee some checks in because he has style points and he has outside ventures that can help. And I believe Tiana Taylor got that vibe. She's a mom. She has the image to portray, like, and she look good. Tiana Taylor is one of the baddest out here. She that new joint she got with Kalani?
Kalani.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. The video is ridiculous.
Oh man. Peep that.
Yeah, it's fire. But that's what I'm saying. Like, she has the look, she has the appeal, she has the people, she got the support. It's just maybe it's what she's under. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
Do you think other labels from her being on good music so long, like, they might look at her as like tainted or damaged goods just because of how poorly she was handled?
Man, if DMX can still get a deal with Def Jam, anybody can get a label.
I could see her on Def Jam.
I got you.
If DMX, the man who will hit the Pookie, can get a deal with Def Jam.
I see her on Def Jam. What is Sir on? What is Sir and?
I don't know.
What's that label? Is J. Cole on it? What's
Not
that?
Dreamville.
No. Oh, what is that whole?
Rock Nation.
No,
that's
is
Dreamville.
it?
That's J. Cole.
Is it?
What's what you
Sir is on it.
Leora
I'm trying to think who else.
Sir, I think Sir is TDE.
Is it?
TDE. That's what it is.
I think it's TDE. Sir is TDE.
I could see her on TDE too. I could see her on TDE and Def Jam.
I got you.
Well, we don't know, but we shall see though. All right, so we're moving on to our last topic of the night for the culture, right?
Yes, sir.
So Kodak Black is about to be almost facing 4 years. This shit is bad.
It's hilarious, honestly.
And
I don't give a fuck because someone tried to start a Twitter war with me last year when I said he should have gotten more time the last time.
I remember that.
You remember seeing that?
I remember
People all were like, well, why? Like,
how dare you?
They're like, how dare you? Like, and they're like, well, why? And I was like, because this guy got caught on Instagram Live smoking and carrying firearms around literally baby children, like in his home. Like, it was like, how dumb do you have to be? Like, literally, the cops came knocking like while he was on live, and that's how. And then people reply back like, "Oh, so just because he smokes, he's a bad person?" I'm like, you're missing the goddamn point. You're missing the point. Like, so yeah, he got out recently just from that, and he was serving, I think, like a year or maybe like a little bit less than that, and now apparently he's back on charges, and I don't think people are really gonna miss him that much.
I mean,
I think he fucked himself up.
I think he did. I think especially the last straw was definitely that Nipsey, Lauren London.
He's been saying a lot of weird shit lately, and I think they had a point now where they just like, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they say? You know, when you keep going back to jail, you might like the shit. You might got a boyfriend.
You might be used to that shit. You just used to. You might just be. Who knows, man? I just want to say I don't wish jail on nobody, but in this particular stance that Kodak's in, hey man, you know what I'm saying? The cake been baked, Woody, and hopefully whatever come out of it, come out of it.
But speaking of this, of which this kind of brings us to our for the culture question, which is who is taking the biggest L
for the year?
For the year.
That nigga Kodak, off top. I mean, you know,
but has he though? Because he ain't been winning this year either though. Like he ain't start off winning and then he went to jail and he losing. Like 6ix9ine so far to me.
Yeah.
But
I think we gave him the biggest L last year, honestly.
Undisputed L champion. It's 6ix9ine.
Check me out. Did he take a big L or is he winning right now? He just got a $10 million record deal from jail.
Oh, you right.
So that nigga winning right now.
You right. Oh, God.
Oh my God. So
this nigga is winning right now with this 10 M's. But who? All right. So who else we got?
I'm trying to
Summer
think.
Walker.
Gosh, there was so many.
Yeah, Summer Walker. I mean, you could say that.
Summer
Definitely.
Walker.
I can't give her that L because I feel like if I gave her that L, she'd be like, all right. I'd be like, all right.
I think all these niggas be like, yeah, all right, whatever. Like, you know you lost. Shit, who else is in this
I'm trying to
category?
think. There's just so much happened this
Black
year.
China.
R. Kelly been taking L's.
Oh, R. Kelly. Fuck.
R. Kelly, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to do. You got to do a year wrap up this year. We gonna have to do a yearly wrap up.
It's gonna be a lot.
Live, yeah. Yep. Was live. We gonna do a live show with a studio audience. Oh my God. Date will be soon. For that. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be awesome. We gonna have to really like sit down and come up with these topics. Like really like.
Who's the Pookie?
Oh yeah, the Pookie. DMX hitting the Pookie.
Right.
Man, hell nah. You funny as fuck. Bro.
I be having to challenge people's commitments sometimes. When they be like, I get weed, I get high off weed. Like, bro, if you ain't hitting the Pookie, I don't.
Bro,
ain't nothing to talk about.
I ain't even know what you meant at first. Now
The
I'm
Pookie,
like,
the
bro,
crack,
the
crack rock,
kid, bro. Like
crack rock.
from New Jack City.
Hitting the
shit.
Pookie.
Hell nah.
When I got here hitting the Pookie, yeah, man. So yeah, so we I guess we can come to a screeching halt when it comes to who took an L because the year isn't all the way up yet. But right now in the standings we have 6ix9ine, Kodak Black. We have 6ix9ine, Kodak Black,
I feel
R.
like
Kelly.
there's someone we're missing, and it's like it's just killing me that I can't like put my finger on
Did
it.
Lil Fizz take an L this year?
Yeah, that's some. Hey, you know what? Let's touch on that a little bit, man. That shit is so weird to me. And I just feel like, who's the girl? April something?
April
Jones or something?
I think that's her name.
Yeah,
that's really her name.
That's her name.
Yeah,
okay.
April Jones.
April Jones. Yeah, and I felt like she was trying to come at Meek Mill talking about like you was in the wrong. How was he in the wrong for trying to dive on you?
Bitch, I wasn't in B2K.
Exactly.
I was not part of B2K.
Somebody said he wasn't nuts to butt on the cover of an album with his mask. No, but yeah, like this. I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
I honestly think Lil Fizz used to beat up Omarion. That's why he's so cool with like them doing what they doing. That's me personally.
Okay.
But I will say I think Lil Fizz is taking an L.
Beat up like how?
I think he used to
Like
beat him
beat
up.
up,
No, I think Lil Fizz used to beat him up. Literally put hands on him.
Okay.
Like, I think Lil Fizz was probably upset because he was the only rapper in the group, and Omarion was the lead singer, and Lil Fizz had good hair, and Omarion was like, "Hey, we doing it this way," and Lil Fizz was like, "Nah, we doing it this way," and Omarion was like, "Bitch, I'm the lead singer," and he was like, "Nigga, I will beat your ass."
He slapped him and got sassy with it too.
And then Omarion just left him alone. Like everything, like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with Lil Fizz. He's serious." And then so Lil Fizz started cracking his baby mom. He was just like, I mean, hey, I don't want to get smacked up again, so it is what it is.
Oh, that's sick. She said I was about to say XXX took the biggest L, but that was last year. Ooh, rest in peace. You sick as hell for that.
Yikes! I don't know if we literally take the biggest L, but
that's fucked up.
That's sorry.
I mean, but you're not wrong though.
No, she's not.
All right, yeah. All right, so that would be L. So for our yearly wrap up, for the culture will be who took the biggest L of 2019.
We'll also have biggest wins too.
We can do that.
We'll have it all.
We'll have that too. Yeah.
Best artist, best album.
All
that.
So I guess this is a good point for us to wrap up. Anything y'all got coming up that y'all want to talk about?
Not too much. Just stay blessed.
Not too much.
Just stay fresh. That's all I gotta say.
Stay fresh.
Stay blessed. Stay fresh. And I say stay dangerous.
Oh, stay dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Sloss and Nav. What Nip say?
I thought that was YG.
That was, yeah.
All right. So, you catch me every Thursday. Big F Show, Voice of Radio, as well as karaoke nights at Social 8. And I have more events for you guys lined up shortly. Excuse me. So with that being said, I'm Crisis.
I'm your girl Stasia.
And this is the Culture Club. I shall see you guys next week. Gang, gang, let your nuts hang. Bye.
Oh yeah.
All right, I gotta head out.